Hello, we are Sornia. Once again, we are here to spend a little time with you, guiding you, hopefully, encouraging you, letting you know that everything is perfect just the way it is. Many of you may feel that already, even though the external circumstances reflect back confusion and chaos. Some have used the word havoc. Depends on how you're viewing it. We're here today to help you a little bit, hopefully, to remind you, hopefully, you will remember who you really are, feel it, and not allow yourselves to be swept away by the one side or the other, that you will feel, if you are not already, feeling yourself grounded in the truth of who you are. For we're here today to remind you through our words that you feel the vibration through our words, through this message, of the truth of who you really are, so that you don't remember it intellectually, but you remember what it feels like to be an eternal being, filled with compassion, understanding, acceptance, awareness. All of this is the essence of who you are, but you must not forget that you are journeying in a form, the human physical form that has its requirements that you signed up for when you chose to incarnate in this reality that you are calling Earth reality. During its shifting, its expansion, as you are expanding along with it, or shall we say assisting Earth as she assists you in your continual expansion. So we're here as always so that you know that you are not alone. That what you feel about your world is really important, that you have an understanding of who you are in that physical form, and when you view your world, how you are processing that internally, and being very vigilant and very aware of this at this time. There are always forces looking to manipulate and control you. Now, who is the you that they are looking to control? Well, that is the human part of you. The eternal part of you is sovereign. And remind yourselves of that, because that is who you are. You are a sovereign being. When in fear, remind yourselves. Say it out loud. These forces that many fear, that are there manipulating your reality, that have you believing that the matrix that you're living in is truth, those forces cannot interfere with the eternal you. That is who you are. That cannot be destroyed. So remind yourselves of that. And remind them of that by showing it, by speaking it, by standing in the truth of that. So, because we feel this is so important for you to understand, we will stress it, and we may repeat ourselves. But it is the essence of the time that you are going through right now. You are assisting not only in the evolution, expansion of the entire human race, raising the consciousness, you call it, but you are assisting Mother Earth in her expansion as she is assisting you in your expansion. It's a mutual symbiotic relationship. But what is the most important experience right now is that you become firmly embedded in your conscious mind of the truth of who you really are. No one can do that for you. No one can live your experience for you and interpret it through your own unique vision, your own unique perspective. That unique perspective is born from your physical body, from your choice of coming through your ancestral line. You have all chosen to step forward into this incarnation, or to focus your awareness, that consciousness, the essence of you, into this incarnation here of Earth, so that you could enter into a family line where you felt you could help to understand ancestral wounds, ancestral limitations through emotions and belief structures, along with your own. So when you enter into physical form, we have spoken to you about this. You enter into a physical form knowing that you will be taking on certain limiting beliefs that will be aligned with your soul's choice in its, call it a task, call it your job, your focus in the human reality. So you choose to come into a family line. You choose that because you see the value and the importance of, you call it healing, the ancestral wounds. What do we mean by healing? What do you understand as a non-physical form? What is understood as healing? Healing is nothing more than understanding with your whole being, with that eternal being, not just the physical being, the significance of certain ancestral patterns that originated in some form of a assault on a physical form in your ancestral line, be it a grandparent, a great-grandparent. Each of you has that as your choice, and each of you has some form of ancestral wounds that you are seeking to heal through your understanding. So what does that mean for you? You will have taken them on. They will be amplified through your own emotional body because you will take in soul memory from similar circumstances that will match up to the emotions of this wound that created patterns in your family line. That's why things become hereditary. Such disease becomes hereditary because it is passed down through the family line, through genetics. The metaphysical significance originates in the original wound. You may never know what the original wound is. It's not important. What you are doing is learning to identify the patterns, the emotional attachment that you have to these patterns, how you respond in physical form to these patterns, knowing, reminding yourself always that you are an eternal being, having a human experience. But as you are processing these experiences, these emotional alignments with your ancestral line that are in you as well, you are aware of who you are, and you keep that groundedness there. So you do not attach to the emotions that you are feeling. This is how you are contributing to the greater good. This is how you are healing the wounds of your ancestors. By being aware, you identify patterns, being aware of the emotional component of these patterns, what you feel, and you doing the digging around within yourself. You took on a physical form for that reason. So the difficulties that you have that can't seem to go away, if you will, with all forms of therapies and you call it work that you do, is because you are still processing on the superficial level. Going in deeper in recognizing yourself first and foremost as an eternal being who cannot be destroyed, who is eternal forever and ever, and is compassion and love, is where you must ground yourself every day, every moment of every day, if possible. This becomes difficult when you are in human form. But the time is right for you to be doing this. The time is perfect because of the alignment with the cosmic forces that are looking to reveal the limiting nature that has been instilled into the subconscious mind of humanity. We have spoken to you about this, but as a reminder, it was many thousands of years ago. The human form, let's say, so not all of you, so to speak, but humanity was instilled with limiting beliefs about the human form. And this, each generation coming forward has carried that forward, deepening it and strengthening it in that part of you that you call the subconscious mind, where you are not aware of it, but you feel it and experience it. That is the very energy and emotion that those of you we call light workers or way showers, or you call yourselves, we see you as the beings that have come forth to assist in the expansion of the human condition. You have come forward specifically to work with these energies, to help to process, bring to the light the limiting belief. And you do this by knowing who you are. Be you. But in order for you to be you, you must take the time to go within and ask to know you, the eternal you. You will be shown. And you will not be shown only with some external event or experience. Unlikely. It could happen. We don't want to tell you how your awareness will come, but more than likely it will come up from within you. And you will understand fully, not with your mind, but with your whole being, that you are an eternal, sovereign being who is unlimited in its creative ability, unlimited love, compassion, kindness, acceptance, a wise soul, if you will. You will feel that. And then those experiences that show themselves to you, the human experiences that show themselves to you, and you understand as being limited, not the truth of who you really are, nor do you need to accept them as being part of the human condition. They are for now, but you are looking to change that. But it takes your awareness. It takes you being dedicated to yourself at this time and understanding it, because what you do for yourself, you do for the all. We want that you, moving forward, take these messages as encouragement, knowing that we are always here to assist you. Call on us. We love you all so very much. You always have a home with us. This is your home. And many of you long to be here, but your focus at this time is in that reality that you call Earth. And the good that all of you are doing to help support the changes that are occurring, the expansion, the beauty of this time, you will see soon. Look at the chaos or the havoc or the confusion, any of these unsettling events that are before you as the truth of what they are, we should say. They are part of that limiting belief structure that has been embedded into the subconscious of the entire planet. And it is coming up and out to be exposed to the light. You may call it the darkness coming out to the light. We are saying we are opening up closed doors. Let's look at these things for the truth of who they are, what they are, so that they no longer become the forces that control you in a subconscious way. Be patient with this time. You will not understand everything. Do not look for all your guidance to come from you externally. Some things will. Look for it within. We encourage you not to take sides. We see it's very divided on your planet. We are not here to be political by any means. We are advising you to remind yourselves that both sides are right and both sides are wrong. That there are no sides, truly. There is only unity. And what is playing out on your planet at this time is the falseness of your reality that needs to be cleansed from the subconscious mind of humanity. That you are divided and separate is being washed out. By you holding to that truth of the knowledge of who you are, that you are a sovereign being, united with all other beings, and that you are just love and compassion. That is all for now. As we said, we love you so very much. Take that in, feel that, know that. Love yourselves. It's very important at this time so that you have more of that to give to others. We do not have the words for the amount of appreciation and gratitude we have for everything that you are all doing. But we see it. Know that there are great strides you have made in just keeping the flow of love, acceptance, goodness, gratitude, all those wonderful things flowing in your planet, you along with many others. Our love is with you, our blessings to you. That is all for now. We are Sornia. Goodbye.